This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Nick Saletti on a Thursday with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. This morning, crews are working to figure out what caused the collapse at a construction site at Intel's Ocotillo campus. 3 workers needed to be hoisted out of an area 25 feet deep. We're told the workers were not under the concrete and remained on top. We have reached out to Intel to try to get more details about the incident, but have not heard back. The workers have non-life-threatening injuries. Now to the border, and it's likely going to be a big political topic as the midterms approach. Last year, the Border Patrol encountered nearly 2 million migrants trying to cross into our country illegally. But what happens after that? Our Joe St. George reports.
As the country debates immigration, it's important to remember that people die trying to come here. This memorial is on the side of the road in Holtville, California, about 10 miles from the Mexican border. 13 migrants who were being smuggled in a car died in a crash here last year. Crosses, names, now reminders of the dangerous journey. Another reminder is less than a mile from the site, a John and Jane Doe cemetery for the remains of unidentified migrants whose bodies were found near the southern border. Remembering those lost is important context when discussing the migrant surge. Last year, there were around 1.9 million arrests by Border Patrol. That's a record. And while some tried to cross multiple times, around 1 million were immediately expelled. The others, 400,000 or so, are here in the United States awaiting hearings. Once a migrant is apprehended by Border Patrol and they are processed, if they're not sent back to Mexico or to another country right away, they're allowed to stay in the U.S. for the moment. And the first place they go are makeshift shelters like this.
This is the Catholic Charities donation room.
And that's where you find men and women like Roy Mendenhall. Nonprofits like Catholic Charities are often tasked by state and federal governments to help migrants who are permitted to stay get necessities before they travel to other parts of the country.
They don't have anything, not even shoes.
The workers and volunteers here providing unique insight into what the country should be doing.
I approach it outside of politics.
Mendenhall says his biggest issue is that there's just too much politics around this topic. Whatever your views are, the people who are legally permitted to stay here, he says, should be given more respect.
There's a lot of people, a lot of migrants that come through here that have been separated from their family members.
Mendenhall's wish of getting the politics out of this is unlikely to happen. The border is poised to be a major issue in the midterm election this fall. Early data shows 2022 will be very similar to last year when it comes to illegal border crossing attempts. In Holtville, California, I'm Joe St. George.
Right now, the search is on to find an elderly man in Show Low who dropped thousands of dollars. I want to show you a surveillance video right now showing the incident at the Show Low Safeway on Wednesday. The man appears to be wearing a blue hat, tan coat, blue jeans, and walks with a limp. He drops a plastic bag on the ground. A woman finding it a short time later with more than $6,000 inside. She turned it right into management, who then called police.
For somebody to have that much character and integrity to see that kind of cash, no other IDs or anything else even associated with it, even such would be a miracle. But to have those type of qualities in somebody and them come forward and turn that into the store is fantastic. So I want to give a special thanks to that lady.
All police sharing the situation on social media, hoping it'll help you find this man. If you know who he is, please call police. Arizona Senator Mark Kelly introducing a new bill to try and cut down prices at the pump. Senator Kelly is looking to lower gas prices by suspending the federal gas tax for the remainder of the year. The federal gas tax money goes into a trust fund that helps pay for highway projects. The new bill would require the Treasury Department to transfer general funds into the trust to make up for the lost revenue.
Time for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Get ready for the first 80s of the year. That's what we'll feel around the valley today. Upper 70s for Apache Junction and the Santan Valley. Otherwise, 80 in spots like Tempe and Ahwatukee, 81 in Glendale, and 81 today in Phoenix. Scottsdale topping out at 80 degrees. If you're heading out to the Phoenix Open for the first round, it starts at 7:30. That's when tee-off happens. Temperatures in the mid-50s by then. A light sweater, though, because you'll be shedding layers quickly before that high of 80 degrees, which I expect will hit around 3 to 4 o'clock just before that bird's nest opens at 3:30. Look for clear skies. Make sure you're wearing sunblock, drinking plenty of water. Temperatures in the 50s to 60s across northern Arizona and 70s to 80s in that western pocket of our state. This warm up brought to us by this area of high pressure to our west. That's going to keep us dry through the weekend and in the 80s with some occasional stronger winds. But then we've got this next storm system to watch. That one going to bring another cool down our way. In fact, temperatures could be falling into the 60s by next Wednesday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, go to ABC15.com or just download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.